Hello. Today I'm reading from Sources for America's History, Volume 1, edited by Kevin Sheets. This is A Shawnee Chief Calls for Native American Unity. The movement west cheered some and worried others, but it angered many Native Americans. Tecumseh, 1768 through 1813, a Shawnee chief, focused Native American attention on the encroachment of whites into their native land. In this speech to the Choctaws and Chickasaws, he described the threat that Americans posed and urges a united front to turn back white incursion. Here Tecumseh announces his alliance with the British, who once again found themselves at war with the Americans in 1812. Western war hawks, Americans who lived on the frontier and hoped to eliminate the native peoples who blocked their expansion west, urged war against the British, who had supported Tecumseh's people. Tecumseh, in this speech, rallies his allies to join the British in attacking the common American enemy. In view of questions of vast importance, we have met together in solemn council tonight. Nor should we here debate whether we have been wronged and injured, but by what means we should avenge ourselves, for our merciless oppressors have long since planned out their proceedings, are not about to make, but have and are still making attacks upon those of our race who have as yet come to no resolution. Nor are we ignorant by what steps and by what gradual advances the whites break in upon our neighbors, imagining themselves to be still undiscovered. They show themselves the less audacious because they are insensible. The whites are already nearly a match for us, all united, and too strong for any one tribe alone to resist, so that unless we support one another with our collective and united forces, unless every tribe unanimously combines to give a check to the ambition and avarice of the whites, they will soon conquer us apart and disunited, and we will be driven away from our native country and scattered as autumnal leaves before the wind. But have we not courage enough to remain to defend our country and maintain our ancient independence? Will we calmly suffer the white intruders and tyrants to enslave us? Shall it be said of our race that we knew not how to extricate ourselves from the three most to be dreaded calamities, folly, inactivity, and cowardice? But what need is there to speak of the past? It speaks for itself, and asks, where today is the Pequod? Where the Narragansett, the Mohawks, the Pokanockets, and many other once powerful tribes of our race? They have vanished before the avarice and oppression of the white men, as snow before a summer sun. In the vain hope of alone defending their ancient possessions, they have fallen in the wars with the white men. Look abroad over their once beautiful country, and what see you now? Not but the ravages of the pale-faced destroyers meet your eyes. So it will be with you, Choctaws and Chickasaws. Soon your mighty forests, under the shade of those wide-spreading branches you have played in infancy, sported in boyhood, and now rest your weary limbs after the fatigue of the chase, will be cut down to fence in the land which the white intruders dare to call their own. Soon their broad roads will pass over the grave of your fathers, and the place of their rest will be blotted out forever. The annihilation of our race is at hand unless we unite in one common cause against the common foe. Think not, brave Choctaws and Chickasaws, that you can remain passive and indifferent to the common danger and thus escape the common fate. Your people, too, will soon be as falling leaves and scattering clouds before their blighting breath. You too will be driven away from your native land and ancient domains as leaves are driven before the wintry storms. Sleep no longer. O Choctaws and Chickasaws, in false security and delusive hopes. Our broad domains are fast escaping from our grasp. Every year our white intruders become more greedy, exacting, oppressive, and overbearing. Every year contentions spring up between them and our people, and when blood is shed we have to make atonement, whether right or wrong, at the cost of the lives of our greatest chiefs, and the yielding up of large tracts of our land. Before the palefaces came among us, we enjoyed the happiness of unbounded freedom. We were acquainted with neither riches, wants, nor oppression. How is it now? Wants and oppression are our lot, for we are not controlled in everything, and there we move without asking by your leave. Are we not being stripped day by day of the little that remains our ancient liberty? Do they not even now kick and strike us as they do their black faces? How long will it be before they will tie us to a post and whip us, and make us work for them in their cornfields as they do them? Shall we wait for that moment, or shall we die fighting before submitting to such ignominy? Have we not for years had before our eyes a sample of their designs, and are they not sufficient harbingers of their future determinations? Will we not soon be driven from our respective countries and the graves of our ancestors? Will not the bones of our dead be plowed up, and their graves turned into fields? Shall we calmly wait until they are become so numerous that we will no longer be able to resist oppression? Will we wait to be destroyed in our turn without making an effort worthy of our race? Shall we give up our homes, our country, bequeathed to us by the Great Spirit, the graves of our dead, and everything that is dear and sacred to us without a struggle? I know you will cry with me, never, never. Then let us by unity of action destroy them all, which we now can do, or drive them back whence they came. War or extermination is now our only choice. You choose, I know your answer. Therefore I now call on you, brave Choctaws and Chickasaws, to assist in the just cause of liberating our race from the grasp of our faithless invaders and heartless oppressors. The white usurpation in our common country must be stopped, or we, its rightful owners, be forever destroyed and wiped out as a race of people. I am now at the head of many warriors backed by the strong arm of English soldiers. Choctaws and Chickasaws, you have too long borne the grievous usurpation inflicted by the arrogant Americans. Be no longer their dupes. If there be one here tonight who believes that his rights will not sooner or later be taken from him by the avaricious American palefaces, his ignorance ought to excite pity, for he knows little of the character of our common foe. If there be one among you mad enough to undervalue the growing power of the white race among us, let him tremble in considering the fearful woes he will bring upon our entire race, if by his criminal indifference he assists the designs of our common enemy against our common country. Then listen to the voice of duty, of honor, of nature, and of your endangered country. Let us form one body, one heart, and defend to the last warrior our country, our homes, our liberty, and the graves of our fathers. Choctaws and Chickasaws, you are among the few of our race who sit indolently at ease. You have indeed enjoyed the reputation of being brave, but will you be indebted for it more from report than fact? Will you let the whites encroach upon your domains, even to your very door, before you will assert your rights in resistance? Let no one in this council imagine that I speak more from malice against the pale-faced Americans than just from grounds of complaint. Complaint is just toward friends who have failed their duty. Accusation is against enemies guilty of injustice. And surely, if any people ever had, we have good and just reasons to believe we have ample grounds to accuse the Americans of injustice. especially when such great acts of injustice have been committed by them upon our race, of which they seem to have no manner of regard, or even to reflect. They are a people fond of innovations, quick to contrive and quick to put their schemes into effectual execution, no matter how great the wrong and injury to us, while we are content to preserve what we already have. Their designs are to enlarge their possessions by taking yours in turn. And can you longer dally, O Choctaws and Chickasaws? Do you imagine that the people will not continue longest in the enjoyment of peace, who timely prepare to vindicate themselves, and manifest a determined resolution to do themselves right whenever they are wronged? Far otherwise, then haste to the relief of our common cause, as by consanguinity of blood you are bound. Lest the day be not far distant when you will be left single-handed and alone to the cruel mercy of our most inveterate